This is Joe, the 78 collector. Welcome to the channel. We all know when we buy 78s, they've usually been stored for a long time, sometimes in a barn, sometimes in an attic, and they arrive dirty. How can we clean them? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you 3 methods that I use for records in my collection. What I'm going to show you today are 3 ways that I use to clean my records, and maybe this will give you some idea of how you would want to do cleaning in your situation. The first method I'm going to show you is the use of the spin cleaner. This has been covered on YouTube before, so I'm going to just focus on what I do particularly for 78s, show you some of the equipment and some of the things that I've learned in using it. Okay, the first method I want to show you is using the spin cleaner, which is this. This whole setup is available for around $100, and it's probably the cheapest commercial type cleaning solution that you can find. It consists of this tank and a couple of brushes. These brushes mount in the tank like this, and the rollers go into the little slots on the top. They have an LP setting, a 10-inch setting for 78s, and a setting for 45s. And of course we're going to do the 78s. Now the real question is, what do you put inside? And what they recommend is this product, which is the Spin Clean Cleaner. But if you can see the price tag on this, it's almost $30 for this little bottle. And so recently I haven't been using this. I use instead either a dishwashing liquid, one that has no additives in it. I think maybe Simple Green might be another alternative for that. Or what I've been using lately is this dishwasher rinse aid, which also is a detergent, but it tends to give the records, seems to me, a little bit more shine. So I take a cap of the rinse aid, cap full, put it into the tank, and then we add water to it. So I've filled the tank up to the fill line. Now you just take your record, place it between the brushes and on the rollers, and manually turn it. I usually try to turn it 3 times to the right, and then 3 revolutions to the left. And at that point, record is generally clean. And I take it, move it to my drying area, where I put down a microfiber cloth. I use a second microfiber cloth to dry it off and wipe the label. And this procedure generally ends up with a very clean record, as you can see here. Now there's some problems, of course. If you have chips on the edge of your records, these rollers can further damage it. If you have records that are cracked or weakened, then the heavy motion of spinning them can also crack them further. So although this method works, it's not the ideal method for 78s. So with that, let's go on to method 2. So another way to clean 78 records is to use a commercial cleaning machine like this one from VPI. So let me show you how this works. So place the record on the turntable, lock it down, turn on the turntable, add a few drops of this cleaning solution, and then with the brush, gently spread the cleaning solution across the record while you're cleaning the grooves. So hopefully you can see that. It's cleaning it, taking out any dirt out of the grooves. Once you let that go for 3 or 4 revolutions, then you can dry the record using this vacuum dryer. So at that point, this side of the record is clean. You have to remove it from the turntable, flip it over, and repeat the process to clean the other side. So you clean one side at a time. The primary disadvantage of the VPI cleaner is its initial cost. It is around $650 on Music Direct. Also, the cleaner fluid is quite expensive unless you mix your own. Another disadvantage is that cleaning both sides individually takes a reasonable amount of time. So if, for instance, you bought a large collection of 78s, say several hundred, then you can really only expect to clean 20 or 30 an hour using either the spin cleaner or the VPI machine. What I'm going to show you now is a method that's a little bit faster and the one that I typically use unless I'm cleaning only 1 or 2 records. So let's go to this third method. So the third method of cleaning is ultrasonic. This is an ultrasonic cleaner, and records are placed on this spindle which spins around, immersing them in the bath. The ultrasonic then cleans them. So let me show you how the records are put onto the spindle. The ultrasonic machine cleans 3 records at a time using this spool. So records are mounted individually with a spacer in between each one. This particular spool holds 3. Once the 3 are mounted, we clamp them in. Not too tight because you can damage the shellac by clamping this too tightly. Then we move them to the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, at this point I've filled the ultrasonic cleaner just with regular tap water. I've added a couple of capfuls of the dishwasher rinse aid as a cleaning agent. Records are mounted on their spindle. This is the record spindle for the cleaner. If you can see that, it's turning fairly slowly, about a revolution every minute. The records are mounted to it magnetically. They start to spin. Hopefully you can see them turning. They're turning very slowly. Turn on the ultrasonic cleaner. I typically set this for 3 minutes for 78s. And when I turn this on, it's going to be noisy, so we're going to cut to the end of the cleaning. Well, the ultrasonic cleaner works by generating sound waves around the periphery here that agitate the water and clean the record grooves. It's a very efficient system, though it is a little bit noisy. So we remove the records from the cleaner. We place it on a microfiber cloth, take these apart and dry them. Should always put your records on a flat surface for drying because shellac is very brittle and easily broken. You clean them, each record, and put it into a fresh sleeve. And at that point it's ready to go onto the shelf. So I purchased the motor and the spindles on eBay for about $200. And for that you get 2 sets of spindles. So for the 3 minutes I can clean 3 records in 3 minutes, and then while drying and sleeving those, clean another 3 records and load up the next spindle. So keep these working. So in doing it in that way, I'm able to clean about 50 to 60 records per hour using the ultrasonic cleaner. So that's a big advantage for it if you're buying large collections of records. The cost for the entire system, including the ultrasonic cleaner, is around $400. So there is some investment at the beginning, but the cleaning supplies are minimal and the speed is the best that I've been able to come up with. So which of these 3 is the best method? I'm not sure. What I have observed though is that if I first clean records with the spin cleaner and then put them into the ultrasonic cleaner, the water becomes visibly dirty after cleaning about a dozen records. So it seems that at least the ultrasonic cleaner in that case is getting additional dirt from the record surface. Now, I hope to do a more scientific test where I can compare second cleanings from both of these methods, but that'll have to wait for another video. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the subscribe button below and give us a thumbs up. And until next time, this is Joe, the 78 Collector, saying have a good day and stay safe.